Have you ever caught yourself hesitating before taking the stairs? Or maybe you've noticed that a simple stumble takes longer to recover from than it used to. You're not alone. As we age, our bones naturally lose density, making them more fragile and prone to fractures. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be your reality. You have the power to make your bones stronger, more resilient, and less likely to break. And the best part? It's simpler than you think. Today, we're talking about 5 easy yet powerful ways to reinforce your bones so they stay as strong as steel. No complicated diets, no exhausting workouts, just small, effective changes that can make a real difference in your everyday life. So, if you're ready to stop worrying about falls, fractures, and weakness, let's get started. First, let's talk about something you probably do every day: eat. But here's the thing. Most people over 60 aren't eating the right foods to keep their bones strong. You may think that drinking milk or taking a calcium supplement is enough, but that's only a small piece of the puzzle. Your bones need a combination of nutrients to stay dense and unbreakable. One of the most important and often overlooked nutrients is vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic controller for calcium in your body. Without it, calcium doesn't always go where it's needed. Instead of strengthening your bones, it can end up in your arteries, leading to heart problems. That's why loading up on K2-rich foods like fermented cheeses, egg yolks, and natto can be a game changer. If those foods aren't your thing, a high-quality K2 supplement can work just as well. Now, let's add another crucial ingredient: magnesium. Most people don't get nearly enough of it, and that's a problem because magnesium helps your bones absorb calcium properly. Without it, calcium can actually make your bones more brittle instead of stronger. Think of magnesium as the glue that holds everything together. Leafy greens, nuts, and seeds are fantastic sources, but if you're not getting enough through food, a supplement can fill in the gaps. Of course, nutrition is only part of the equation. What you do with your body every day matters just as much. And this brings us to the next key step in building unbreakable bones: movement. But before you picture yourself lifting heavy weights at the gym, hold on. The best kind of exercise for bone strength isn't about lifting the heaviest thing possible. It's about consistent weight-bearing activity. That's why something as simple as walking can make a huge difference. When you walk, your bones experience gentle stress, which signals your body to build them up stronger. Think of it like a muscle. You use it, and it gets stronger. Ignore it, and it weakens. The same is true for your bones. But walking alone isn't enough. You also need strength training to truly reinforce your bones. And no, that doesn't mean you need to start bench pressing like a bodybuilder. Even light resistance exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups against a wall can do wonders for your bone health. Now, let's take this a step further. Now that we've talked about the importance of the right nutrients and movement, let's take things a step further. Because here's the truth: what you put into your body and how you move are just part of the equation. If you're serious about making your bones stronger, there's another key factor that often gets overlooked: your hormones. You see, after the age of 60, hormone levels, especially estrogen and testosterone, start to decline, and that can lead to rapid bone loss. But before you start thinking, well, there's nothing I can do about that, hold on, because there are natural ways to support your hormones and keep your bones from weakening. One of the most effective ways: sleep. Yes, something as simple as getting deep, restorative sleep can make a huge difference in how well your body maintains bone density. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormones, which are essential for bone repair and regeneration. But if you're only getting a few hours of low-quality sleep, your bones aren't getting the full benefit. So, how do you improve your sleep? First, avoid screens, TV, phones, and tablets at least an hour before bed. The blue light from screens tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Instead, try reading a book, doing some light stretching, or listening to calming music. And if you're struggling with waking up at night, magnesium, the same mineral that helps your bones, can also help relax your muscles and promote deeper sleep. Now, while sleep is critical, stress management is just as important. And here's why. When you're constantly stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. In small amounts, cortisol is fine. But when it stays elevated for too long, it actually breaks down bone tissue. That's why people who experience chronic stress often have weaker bones and are more prone to fractures. So, how do you lower stress and protect your bones at the same time? One simple yet powerful way is deep breathing. It sounds almost too easy, but controlled breathing helps calm your nervous system and lower cortisol levels. Try this. Take a slow, deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6. Do this for just a few minutes a day, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel, not just in your bones, but in your whole body. Another game-changing habit, spending time in the sun. Your body needs vitamin D to absorb calcium properly, and the best source of vitamin D is sunlight. But as we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D, which is why so many seniors are deficient. The fix, just 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your skin each day, can do wonders. And if you live in an area with little sun, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement can be a great alternative. Now, let's talk about one more hidden bone killer, inflammation. Most people don't realize that chronic inflammation actually weakens bones over time. It's like a slow-burning fire in your body that breaks down bone tissue little by little. And what's the number one cause of inflammation? Processed foods and excess sugar. This is why cutting back on processed foods and replacing them with whole, anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, turmeric berries, and leafy greens can have a massive impact on your bone strength. When your body isn't constantly fighting inflammation, it can focus on rebuilding and maintaining strong, healthy bones. But there's one more essential step to reinforce your bones, and it's something most people don't even think about. Now, we've covered the essential nutrients, the right movement, the importance of sleep, and how stress and inflammation can silently weaken your bones. But there's still one more crucial piece to this puzzle: balance and stability. Because here's the truth. Even if your bones are strong, they won't do you much good if a simple fall can lead to a fracture. One of the biggest risks as we age is losing our sense of balance. It happens gradually. Maybe you notice you feel a little unsteady when standing up too fast, or you avoid walking on uneven surfaces because you're afraid of tripping. But what starts as a small issue can quickly turn into a major problem if not addressed. The good news? You can train your balance just like you train your muscles. One of the simplest and most effective ways is the one-leg stand. It's as easy as it sounds. Stand on one leg for 10 seconds, then switch to the other. At first, you might feel wobbly, but over time, your body will adjust. This simple exercise strengthens the tiny stabilizing muscles in your legs and improves your coordination, making falls less likely. Another great trick: walking heel to toe in a straight line as if you're on a tightrope. It forces your body to work on stability and control. And if you want to take things up a notch, Tai Chi or gentle yoga are incredible for balance, flexibility, and overall bone health. The slow, controlled movements help improve strength while reducing the risk of injuries. But let's talk about another often overlooked factor: hydration. Most people don't associate water with strong bones, but staying hydrated is absolutely essential. Your bones are made up of about 30% water, and when you're even mildly dehydrated, they become more brittle and prone to fractures. And let's be honest, many of us don't drink nearly enough water throughout the day. So here's a simple rule. If you wait until you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Instead, aim to sip water consistently throughout the day. And if plain water isn't appealing, try herbal teas or adding a squeeze of lemon for a bit of flavor. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap. Strengthening your bones isn't just about drinking milk or taking calcium pills. It's a combination of movement, sleep, stress management, reducing inflammation, and staying balanced, both physically and nutritionally. Each of these small habits builds on the others, creating a strong foundation that keeps you active, mobile, and independent for years to come. So, what's one habit from today's video that you're going to start incorporating into your routine? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on staying strong and healthy at any age. Here's to building bones as strong as steel. See you in the next one.